Hello, Marguerita here from the Conscious Wealth Institute with another EFT tapping session for you. And today I'm going to be focusing on systems. Now, if you're anything like me, if you feel like a bit of a free spirit, then systems can feel really daunting and like you're locked into something and rigid and like they're going to deprive you of your liberty. A lot of the time people think of systems, they just, to me, I feel this little contraction inside when I think of a system. No, I don't want to be locked into a system. It's too rigid. Don't stifle my creativity. Well, you know what? If you want to break free from the system, you are going to need a system. Everything that works has a system. And so many people actually fail to succeed because they don't have a system in place. They may work really hard, but their efforts are haphazard and they don't actually gel into anything that ends up being concrete. And success that way can be so long and arduous and difficult. But if you have brought together a system that's really efficient and effective, then everything starts to fall into place a lot more quickly. How do I know this? Because I sabotaged myself for so long because I refused to have a system. I worked hard and I had all the skills and I had the mindset and I had all the information that I needed to really achieve what I wanted to achieve, but I never put it into a system. So what I'm going to do today is, well, I resisted putting it into a system. So what I'm going to do today is work with you, with EFT, to help you to release any negative feelings you have about a system. And at the same time, I just want you to think about everything in nature. If you look at a spider building a spider web, a beautiful spider web, they have a specific system. They don't just put a bit here and a bit there and then a bit down here. They have a specific system for putting that magnificent web together. And if they didn't have a system, the web either wouldn't come to fruition at all, or it would just fall apart and it wouldn't be effective and the spider would die very hungry. If you have a look at when you get up in the morning, you have a system when you get up to actually get yourself ready for your day. So, you know, whatever your routine is, even up to cleaning your teeth, you have a system. Emotional freedom technique, my favorite transformational tool, that is a system. If you look at any sort of product that you have purchased, internet product that you've purchased, you will find that there has been a system involved in that. So what I want you to do first is rate the statement, systems are boring, I don't want to be locked into a system. What does that come for you on a scale of 0 to 10? 0 being that it's not true for you at all, 10 being the most intense the feeling is around that. Okay, so we're going to start by tapping on the karate chop point. Even though I hate systems, because they're boring and rigid, I choose to love and accept myself anyway. Even though I'm trying to break free from the system, I don't want to get locked into another system. I deeply and completely love and accept who I am and how I feel right now. Even though I cringe when I think of being locked into a system, don't stifle my creativity with a system. I deeply and completely love and accept who I am and how I feel right now. Systems are so boring. They prevent you from being creative. They stop inspiration from flowing. Systems are rigid and boring. I hate being locked into a system. I avoid systems as much as possible. The last thing I want to do is create more systems in my life. can't think of anything worse than being locked into a system. I've experienced being locked into a system, and I really don't like it. I resist systems as much as possible, because systems are controlling and rigid, and I don't want to be controlled. I refuse to get locked into a system, because then I can't be creative or inspired. I love being a free spirit, free from the system. Don't talk to me about systems. They're rigid and boring. I am fighting to get out of the system. I definitely don't want to get locked into another system. Systems aren't for me because I'm a free spirit. And I avoid a system as much as I can. I really dislike systems and being locked into their rigidity. Okay, take a breath and release it. Okay, now go back and rate that statement. Systems are boring and I don't want to get locked into a system on a scale of 0 to 10. 10 being the most intense, 0 being it's not true for you at all. And that rating should have come down. Keep tapping around that. How do you feel about systems? Do your own specific tapping on systems. And the truth is, as I said before, if you really want to break free, if you want true freedom, and you haven't achieved that yet, then you are going to need a system to be able to do it. Whether it's a system that you create, whether it's a system that of somebody else's system that you lock into, that you purchase and follow their system. It could be a system for marketing, it could be a system for healing. Even healing, if you look at EFT or NLP or Reiki or any energy kind of healing, they all have a system. So, and you would be surprised at the amount of systems you have in your life because they work. Ultimate true freedom will come from you following a system. So once you've actually brought that rating of your dislike of systems down to a 2 or below, then move on to the following positive tapping round that we're going to do around systemizing your life. And you need to actually systemize your day, systemize your week, systemize how you approach your freedom, your success, your wealth. You need to systemize everything. And it doesn't mean that you have to be totally rigid around this system that it's going to stifle your creativity. It will actually free up your creativity because you'll have more success. You'll have more ability to free your mind because everything will be working like clockwork, efficiently and effectively. Once that happens, the chaos falls away and everything really picks up and builds and falls into place. So positive tapping on the karate chop point. Even though I'm still resisting systems, I choose to know that systems are the key to my freedom. Even though I still don't like the thought of a system, I'm ready to embrace the kind of system that will accelerate my success and freedom. I've always thought of systems as rigid and uninspiring. But I'm ready to find the right system for me to help me to create freedom, wealth, and success in my life. Okay, now tapping through the points, starting with the inside of the eye. maybe systems aren't all that bad after all. If I could systemize my life, I would get a lot more done. If I had a system for success, I could achieve my goals a lot more quickly. I like the idea of a system for success. An efficient and effective system that helps me spend my time as effectively as possible, so I can eventually have more time to do what I want to do. Maybe I've had the wrong idea about systems all along. I love the idea of being really efficient and effective. I love the idea of getting to where I want to be more quickly. I'm starting to feel excited about being a part of a system. Following a system that works to get me to where I want to be. And get me there much more quickly. I like the sound of that. I've avoided systems, but I don't like chaos either. And right now my life is in chaos. I love the idea of being able to follow a system that gets me closer to my goals and dreams. That helps me speed up my journey to wealth and success. That empowers me to be the best that I can be. Now that's a system I can follow. I'm excited about finding or creating a system that really accelerates my journey to wealth, success, and freedom. Okay, take a breath and release it. Fabulous. Now go back and rate that statement, systems are boring and I hate being locked into a system. And see what comes up for you now. You know, there are so many different systems out there to help you to get to where you want to be. And you can either follow one of those or you can go through the process of creating one yourself. Creating one yourself is obviously going to be a bit more arduous and needs more focus and more attention and more time. But if that's what works for you, then do that. But make sure that you find and follow a system that is going to get you to where you want to be as quickly as possible. Because if you continue doing this whole haphazard thing, a bit here and a bit there and a bit of this and a bit of that, then it will not come together in a congruent effort and in a congruent result quickly. And you may end up never achieving what you want to achieve. So that's my tapping for today. I really hope it's helped. I look forward to seeing you in my next tapping video. Take care and bye for now.